Day in Chicago. It's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL Awards.
They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Chicago Bears. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Here's Foles, and he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Foles. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 108 for the yardage, and the score, too.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Foles. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
On play action, they'll throw. And that's caught at the 25. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard. 36 yards on the play.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
The ball carrier.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Over first and 10 at their own 20.
Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing on second down, Foles. And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. D. Ford able to record his 5th sack of the season. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, first and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And all the way down to the 5.
George Kittle.
A big play there for the Niners. 43 yards.
Oftentimes now offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open pass. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Here's Mostert. And the Niners are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Brings up second and goal.
Second and 1. Out to his left. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
25-yard line.
The Chicago offense set to get started. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with first and 10. A play fake to Montgomery, now Foles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. Open man is Miller. He's got it. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Back back to throw now on first down. Going deep this time for Miller. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Anthony Miller. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. Here's Richie James on the return. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Returns. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive first and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Set up a throw. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
17 yards. And the 49er first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
That one good for 26 and a first down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the one he was looking for. And it'll bring up third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Letting one go deep for the end zone. Brings up fourth down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Javon Kinlaw has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Out of the gun now on third down. And that is incomplete. Not much going on this drive. Looks like they're going to have to punt it away, CD.
And right now I know a lot of their fans are screaming for the OC to change things up, get away from what he's been calling. Sometimes you just need better execution of the plays that have been called.
On the return, it's James. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. So first and 10 now from the 30. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's thrown for a touchdown. He also ran for a touchdown, so they have to count for a guy that can do a little bit of both.
And because of that, that puts the defense back on its heels. Because normally you just think, okay, he's going to throw the ball. Let's tee off, put a little extra pressure on him. But when he's able to either escape or run with the ball and design plays, that really changes what you try and do on defense.
Yeah, you certainly can't forget about the arm, that's for sure. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. The 2 big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now Allen Robinson and company gearing up to go again on offense. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us, but sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's caught inside the 35. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. Here's James. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over first and 10. At their own 26 yards.
Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And And his throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal.
Second down and goal. Foles toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league. And
he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he'll bang that one through. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it was David Montgomery's touchdown run that polished it all off.
Raiders set to kick off.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Javon Kinlaw in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
To try again after the sack. Foles trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. Of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 35.
You can feel the effort all the way up.
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers add on to their lead. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Bears 14.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The defense of San Francisco marching back onto the field now. And the interception for them the last time, and that turned into 6 points.
You think during their break they reminded the offense that, hey, we helped you guys out a little bit, right? You know, they want to see if they can do it again for them. They're putting together an entire team game by how they're playing on defense.
So the interception the last drive, what will happen here? And he will not be able to get away as Foles is taken down. Credit the sack to Fred Warner. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
Not easy for Nick Foles and the Bears now. 3rd and long after the sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Foles on the give to Montgomery. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 2nd and 12, Foles. He'll find Miller. That's complete. And all the way down to the 26. A huge play there for Chicago. 42 yards.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And 26 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Jesper Horsted, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears draw a bit closer.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming in.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And a juke this time. And he will be out of bounds as the 3rd quarter comes to an end with an INT. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. Get this one down to about the 17. Now we're going to get a stoppage. There appears to be an injured Bear on the field. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to...
Oh, no, he lost the football. And this is going to be 49er football.
The pass.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. And this is not something they want to see. George Kittle, such an important piece to the puzzle, is still down here. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And less than a yard.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Now Mostert. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll look to throw.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Open man is Samuel, complete. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Back to throw again. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Foles going to lead the Bears to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Those short little routes probably going to be open. The defense, they'll let those happen, especially when they can make an inbounds tackle.
Yeah, where's Coach Madden when you need him? He always talked about taking...
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Bears on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to go down again. D4 in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in 1 game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Dancing to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You don't want to throw away this excellent field position, but that's 2 incomplete passes in a row. Definitely need something big here on 3rd and 10.
Conversely, defense has done a good job on 1st and 2nd down. The coverage has been draped. Flushed out right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. On play action, they'll throw. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
His kick is good.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Foles. He completes this into the hands of Miller. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And it's caught off the deflection. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense. Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the 49er 1st down.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that's caught inside the 30. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Back to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish this season strong.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching.